Well, I didn't think it was going to be Engage bringing me back to making another video, but we got Brodian Nobles and Retainers, so I guess here I am. It's been a while. It's been a long while. I actually would have put out a video for the Fodland banner that came out a couple months ago, but I was not feeling the mojo that time, so I ended up just doing a summoning and then just scrapping everything I had. Hopefully I'm feeling it tonight. We'll see. So, welcome back. It's, good to be talking, I guess. I don't know. I can't see you guys, so I can't say it's good to see you. I can't say it's good to hear from you. And all I'm just doing is talking to an empty room right now with two of my sleeping dogs. So, let's get into this. I don't have huge summoning plans for this one. I am only really looking for two characters, which is going to be Diamant and Alchrist. I have no idea how to pronounce his name, because in the Japanese version, which I strictly was playing Engage in Japanese, his name is Staluk, I think. So, we're going to be summoning for Diamant and Alchrist. Diamant because I actually like him, and Alchrist because I need his rearmed bow for the smallest chance that Sure is going to be added to this game. I know it's going to be a while. I have a feeling that the next Fates banner we're going to get, he's going to be put at the bottom of the list, but here's hoping. So, just those two. I may summon for the other characters, but I really don't need a rearmed beast, and I don't feel strongly for this character, so let's get started on that, I guess. And it's been a long time, so the only thing I could really think of to talk about, so I finally got to play Sonic Forces, or not Forces, that Sonic Forces has been out. Finally got to play Sonic Frontiers, and I really enjoyed it, and actually right now I'm listening to Fishing Vibes while I do the summoning. That's gonna be my new song to listen to. It is such a good, okay, it was a mixed bag. Frontiers had some good stuff and it had some bad stuff, but overall this is a huge step up from what we've gotten previously in the Sonic games, so I'm super happy for it. First of all, okay, I want to talk about the voice acting. The voice acting is actually serviceable now. I feel, Jason Griffith is always going to be my favorite Sonic. I don't care, Ryan Drummond's okay-ish, and the problem, but for once, I think Roger Craig Smith finally has good serviceable lines, because I felt so bad for the guy. His Sonic sucks, but it's not his fault, so finally, we have a good Sonic. We have a Sonic who's actually Sonic again, and it was so good seeing somebody who wasn't a complete, jerk to everybody. Perfectly enjoyable, so I was happy for that. The game itself was alright. There's sections of the game I liked playing, the combat could be pretty fun, but then some of it was just painful to go through, so the game does a lot of forced, 2D perspective when you do, I don't know how to explain it, obstacles. When you're trying to earn memory tokens for the other characters, forces you into 2D, and it's really painful because it's you don't really get to explore. If they just kept it in 3D segments, I wouldn't have minded it so much, but a lot of the time I was just trying to skip through the game because I didn't want to... Okay, yeah, so my video recording just died on me for a second, and it's because I'm using the charging cord that's hanging on by a thread, so I guess I just looked at it wrong, or maybe it didn't want to hear me talking about Sonic Frontiers, or maybe it didn't want to hear me bad-mouthing some of the segments, so you gotta be really careful with this now. Hopefully it doesn't do that again. I'm really hoping that I managed to get some good summons on this banner, because I saw Diamant, and I saw it was that perfect Suikane Kumiko art. Suikane Kumiko. I'm pronouncing the name wrong, I'm probably butchering it, but I saw it was that great art, and I thought we were, finally gonna get some fan service after the travesty that was the summer banners, but I checked his damage artwork, and unfortunately he still has his clothes on. Show us your tits! I was hoping for a little bit of a rip, but you know what? It is what it is, I guess. So, I know that sounds really weird and pervy, but bear with me. We were kind of, the girls were kind of not treated well in the summer banner. I mean, the female fan base was not treated well in the summer banner. So, the three Hopes houses picks were alright this time. I was actually really happy that we got male Shez, finally. So for once, we got the male protagonist who has the first alt being a summer swimsuit alt. Because usually it's always been the female, and they couldn't help themselves on this one too. I know they made female Summer Shez, but at least she got a legendary alt first, so I can let it slide. Even though I was, oh, there we go, that's a good summoning pick. Even though I wanted to see, you know, a little bit more beef. We didn't have very beefy picks, and we're kind of sad. So, to jump back onto the Sonic Frontiers thing, so, okay, voice acting was good, but, oh, perfect! Okay, we got one Diamond, that's good. I just really hope that his, stats are really good. Come on, baby, let me see. Ow! Nope, defense isn't good. Alright, I guess we're summoning for another copy of him, and maybe gonna be using our free summon on Alpriest? Gosh, I still don't know how to pronounce his name. I didn't play the game in English. I will say I'm happy for the pick of Zephyia for GHB. I thought maybe the Hounds were going to be on a separate banner, but I will take her as early as I can get her. I was listening to some of her... So, I think that... I like Elizabeth McNamara's voice acting. She plays a character in Astral Chain. I think it was... Gosh, I think it started like Alyssa or Alice or something like that. Either way, it's a really fun character, and she's got a presence when she voice acts, so when she her being picked as Zephyia is a really good pick. I like both versions, the English and the Japanese, because the difference in tone is that English Zephyia sounds a little bit more intimidating and commanding, while Japanese Zephyia sounds a little bit more mocking and teasing, which kind of plays into the... how do I phrase it without being, like, weird about it? The falsely maternal, the maternal presence that she has without trying to be too weird about it. But both are good picks, so I was listening to her English voice lines, and I heard one that kind of goes like,
"If it's my undying devotion you seek, then you will need to show me the same in return."
And then I was just kind of like,
"Okay, Mommy."
So I liked it. It was, you know, good pick. So I'm really hoping the next... So, based on the pattern that we're seeing so far, what they're doing is they're choosing the younger... they're choosing the younger retainers for the younger nobles retainers they're mostly picking. I know Etty was kind of a weird pick because she's Alfred's retainer, but for the other pick we technically just got Chloe, and then here, following a pattern, we got Lapis, who I actually hope to get a couple copies of. So we got her, and then we also got Citrine. So if we do get the Lucia banner, I'm hoping that maybe somehow they'll break free from that, and instead of doing Rosado and Goldmary, because I don't like Goldmary, I don't know anybody who likes Goldmary, but instead of doing them, maybe we'll get Zelkov and Kagetsu? Good. Japanese is not my strong suit, so I don't know if the SU is supposed to be silent on that or not. I know it's silent in some names, but I'm hoping somehow we get them, and I don't know what the odds are going to be. Obviously, oh gosh, not again. Okay, we're dealing with weird cuts galore because it just... I didn't even touch the cord. I didn't, like, mess with it at all, so I don't know why I did that. Is it just, like... I don't know, it's just not my night. Is it something in the air? Is it the way I'm looking at it? Is it, you know, the tone I'm taking with it? I don't get it. So I guess maybe we'll talk about something else. The two anime I've been mainly keeping up on, Vinland Saga and Demon Slayer, all of their seasons have wrapped up. So Vinland Saga ended on a super nice note. That one's just been, and I get it, like Vinland Saga is kind of like Berserk for babies. I guess it's like baby's first Berserk. But some of the stuff that happens in it, oh my gosh, it's so just miserable. I mean, like, so I'm happy that it ended on a relatively more pleasant note. So, and I'm using the word "so" too much. I gotta back off of it. Anyways, Vinland Saga Season 2 is great. The thing that bugs me is that too many people think that just because there's not as much action and plundering and killing that it's not a good season. And it's like, I understand if somebody wants to drop a show for any reason, that's their right, and I'm not gonna like judge anybody for it, but it just makes me so sad because the storytelling in Vinland Saga is so good, the character development is so good. Obviously I'm there for Thorfinn's growth, but the one who actually really like stood out to me too, besides Thorfinn, was Old Mars Growth, because he just starts off as like a complete like, oh okay, good, he's not a promote. I want to say like, bonus points to, I know, okay, going back to the Summer Banner, bonus points to Damien Haas for his performance as Male Shez, because his first performance as Male Shez in Fae, there's an issue with voice directing in Fae. Some characters get it really good, and some other characters get it really badly, even though the actor's has a history of being a good actor. So like, for instance, you know, Anthony Del Rio, he plays Silas, and I love Silas dearly, and if you listen to the energy in his, I'm like leaning back and forth because I'm like enunciating on my points with this. If you listen to his Silas audio in Fates, it's really good delivery, especially on his critical lines, you know, where he's like shouting, "I'll make this quick," and, you know, like, "fall so others may live." He's a good actor. And if, like, I've mentioned the 3D He-Man show, and I've mentioned how I love Duncan to death because he's like a kid with a single brain cell, and he's just doing his, like, he's just such a sweetheart despite all the abuse that he's suffered. But he's a good actor. He knows how to enunciate or he knows how to inflect his emotions in it. And when you listen to him in Fae, it's just like, they're doing him dirty. Like, he's got a good performance, you know, he knows how to perform, he's a great actor, and they just do him dirty. And Todd Haberkorn as Morgan, like, that really stunk at first too. Not like, okay, I'm not saying he stinks as like, I like Todd Haberkorn. I got to meet him at a convention a couple of years ago. He signed my really crappily drawn, I drew a picture of Ling. It was supposed to be referencing the joke from Brotherhood where he had the room service, but he does a good job acting too. And if you listen to the first time he voices Morgan, it sounds so flat. Like, it doesn't have any, oh, I think my dog's sleep barking. I wonder if I can hear him. Oh, he's snoring. I can hear the snoring. How cute. So, but if you listen to him play as you know, Morgan in his first iteration, it sounds super flat. But then when we got Fallen Morgan like 2 or 3 years ago, it sounded really good. And then when you listen to Ascended Joshua, his delivery is like, oh, it can make a girl blush the way he delivers his lines. It sounds really like amazing. Sounds like a, you know, good delivery. So him and Anthony Del Rio, and I'm trying to think about who else. I don't know who else gets the, oh gosh, who should I well, I need attack res oath fodder, so maybe if I get a free citrine, I'll be okay with that. But yeah, those are the two main actors I can think of. And then this is gonna be an unpopular opinion, whoever voice directs Greg Chun is not doing that guy any favors too, because like, Greg Chun's voice for Ike and Ares is different character. His voice performance for Ike and Eldigan, oh gosh, not again. Okay, we're jumping in with a third cut. So, permit me to swear this one time because holy me, this is like total ass the way this is. Like, I'm like I said, I'm not touching the cord, I'm not like even moving the phone, it's just acting like this. So, where was it? Oh yeah, okay, Greg Chun playing Ike, playing Eldigan, playing Ephraim. All the voices sound the same. That's so painful listening to. And he's not a bad actor too, because if you listen to his Fallen Ike, his deliveries are spot on. Like, he's just, like, he puts energy, like raw energy into it. It's great. But when he's doing the neutral voices, he doesn't change it up enough. Oh yeah, and Lucas too. Like, literally all the voices just sound the exact same. And I get it. There's voice actors that you cast for the tone of their voice rather than like having the range, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, Jameson Price is probably one of my favorite actors overall from anything. Part of that stemmed from him playing as Priam, but also part of that stemmed just from his other roles as like Dadnier and oh gosh, is it President Tanba from Doro Hey Doro and other stuff like that. He's just like, he's got a really deep, rich voice, but he's got range too, because if you listen to his Virion sounds nothing like, you know, any of his other roles, like Hawkeye or Zephiel or Priam. Like, he's a good, and actually younger Zephiel sounds really good too. So basically, semi-rant, I have issues with Faye's voice directing. I'm hoping that, like, you know, with some of the voice directing that it gets better for some characters. I am still I want a duo Silas and Corrin, preferably male Corrin. I want a duo Silas and male Corrin duo heroes. I don't think we're gonna get that anytime soon, but, you know, if Crom and Robin was like a success hit for their summoning, I think they should do male Robin or male Corrin and Silas. I think it'd be really cool. I'd summon for it, just, you know, even if Silas was in the main unit. So, IS, that's up there. If you want that idea, I won't try to take credit for it or anything. just give that to me. So, I got one Diamant, and I'm really hoping I just get the other characters easily. I don't want... Okay, good. I actually gotta build Dorothy up. Okay, I forgot. I wanted to mention Dorothy's artist, Kawasumi. So, they're improving. Their art is okay. Some of their art look a little funky, like Lorum's art and Mayokana's art can look a little funky at some perspectives. Super cute, but it looks a little funky. But okay, I wasn't paying attention. And I keep doing that thing way too much when I start noticing. No! This, gosh, it breaks my heart how self-deprecating this poor boy is. And by the way, speaking of deprecation, I was going back and watching the old summoning video that I did with my sister, and I realized that she had a total point over the fact that I was using the word degradation, and that wasn't the right word to use. So even though that technically isn't wrong, the fact of the matter is that she was right, and I should have said deprecation, and I just kind of bullied my way into it, which I feel really bad. Okay, I got 234, so I think I'll just keep summoning on all of them and see if I can get a free Spark Diamant. I don't have any other bow units that I'm really going to be building up. I mean, Eddie is going to be one of them, but I actually have... what's her name? The princess I don't care... Tana, that's right. I don't care about Tana very much, I feel bad. None of the princesses in Sacred Stones, like... Most of the Sacred Stones nobles are, like, super boring to me. The only one I really like is La Rochelle. She's a really good character. And I wish there were more nobles like her in Sacred Stones, but I guess you have to have one La Rochelle to stand out amongst the characters like Erica and Tana. So it's not too bad. And I keep saying so, and I really need to stop saying so. After the summoning session, I don't know what's on the list for the seasonal alts. Can't remember what came out around last time. So I'm gonna try to save. The good news is that I'm not really gonna be spending orbs on the Brave Banner because I don't really want anybody on the Brave Banner, and I am hoping to high heaven that Corrin's artist on the Brave Banner is not gonna be Sencha, because I'm gonna be full of bad opinions tonight. I am not a fan of Sencha's artwork for Corrin. I'm not a fan of their art. Oh, great. Okay, so if this summoning session could be alluded to, or like as an allegory for like a race hopping on one foot, I'm hopping on a broken ankle here because I've had like 4 or 5 cuts, and I can't say I don't know what's causing it. I know it's my crappy charging cord causing it because I was an idiot and I forgot to bring the actually good charging cable that I have at my work home with me. So we're almost done with this. All I really need to do is just spark on another Diamant. Or maybe I should just spark on Citrine, because I have Diamant and he's not like rearmed or anything like that, so hopefully I'll just be able to summon another copy of him. And I'm not going to probably be using him as much, because even though I like him, I took a look at that weapons description that was so long that the screen had to pan down to his other skill. I literally thought he had just one A skill and that was it, and then I saw the pan down and I'm like, oh no, this is disgusting. And what actually really got me, or rustled my jimmies earlier, was the fact that in story mode, and I get it, I don't have the optimal team in story mode because of the requirements of the requirements of keeping a sword, axe, and lance unit on your team in order to get the extra orbs. I might as well finish the round. because I need to have those for, I don't actually have the team that fully optimizes Silas's tankiness. So when I saw Diamant take down my Silas, I was frankly offended because I put so much love and care and heart and soul and money into investing Silas. So, I mean, he took a lot of, I can't even talk because I put so much into him and they just did him dirty like that. So I'm not going to be using Diamant anytime soon out of spite, but maybe, like I said, I'm going to just keep merging him. I'm not super infatuated with him. I like him. Speaking of infatuation, it's my 3 houses husband. I will take that though. I'll definitely take that. That's one I've been needing merges on. So I guess we'll go with Citrine because I've been needing to do an Orochi build, and because I want to do another Bayonetta-esque, not refined video, but showcase video. Yeah, I want to do another showcase video for Bayonetta, but with Alfine as a theme instead. Which I don't think Orochi's gonna get a refine anytime soon. I hope she does, maybe? Especially because her weapon's decent as it is. It inflicts, panic. So, oh gosh, I keep saying so. Let's not use the word so. Okay. If my cord wanted a good time to crap out, now it could because I'm done with summoning. But it's not gonna do that, it's just gonna keep working. So, I'm not gonna say so again. Let's end the video on this note. That was a pretty good summoning session. 194 is not too bad. I'm just going to go back to saving. And I hope you guys have good summoning sessions. Somebody on Tumblr messaged me and got a pretty decent haul, too. Managing to get Lucia and Noah and a copy of 3 copies of Diamant, because they got him up to 2+ merges. And I think that means you need a base merge, or you need the base unit, and you need 2 extra copies. So good on you, whoever you are. I hope everybody else got good summonings on this, and I want to say hopefully I'll see you next time, but also hopefully I won't see you guys next time, because if it's a seasonal banner I can skip, I will skip it, but if I do see you guys next time, I'll see you guys next time.